Oh. Welcome back, guys. It's Angel Corrado, Sawyer and Angel, back at it again with another Talkmen Tuesday on a Tuesday. Summer heat. It's middle of June.
How weird is that? How weird is that? I feel like it's just flown by so quick.
Yeah.
Like, it does not feel like it's the middle of June. Half of the year is already gone.
It's weird because like the weather is summer, but the social activities is not summer.
Dead winter.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's like everybody's acting like it's wintertime because nobody's going out. But it's slowly reopening, especially both live in Illinois. You live in Chicago. You have it worse.
Well, things in Chicago have actually been opening up.
Really?
Like Candace and I, we went to a outdoor patio pizza place yesterday, or 2 days ago. Yesterday, and so like we went out, and then today we went on a 2 mile run a little bit before this, and so like we've been slowly getting back out there.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Roll the intro. And we're back. Okay. So you guys went on a run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good.
It's very tough because we've been so good about staying inside, not doing anything, and now that places are starting to open up, we're like it's never gonna be the right time to go, and you're never gonna feel completely safe going out there. But it's like you just kind of have to rip the band-aid off at some point because you can't be scared forever. And so we're like, let's just do it because we'll feel better about it. And like we gotta go out a bit for Father's Day, and so we're like we just have to do it. And so it felt weird, but like we were by no means the only people doing it, and so that felt good. And then as soon as we got back, like we washed our hands, like did all that stuff all over again. So
good. I feel like a lot of people are tired with staying inside. It's like not just a few weeks, but like I think it's been what, 2 months, 3 months.
oh, it's been like maybe 3.5, which is crazy.
So people want to do their cookouts and whatnot, but still cautious.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Candace made a good point earlier. She was telling me, she's like, it's funny how at the beginning everybody's like, okay, we're all into it, and then people are just like, you know what? We're done. We're gonna go outside now. It's like that is so true.
Like, I can't stand this anymore. I need to socialize. Screw coronavirus.
It's just the fatigue. It's like everybody was on top of it, trying their best to be on top of it, and now people are just kind of sick and tired of it and just over it. And I'm kind of falling in that boat too. I'm like, it's just boring. There's only so many times you can just chill and do the same routine over and over again.
We've actually seen. I'm not sure if it's like it's slowed down this week or like it's gotten back to normal with like sales. Like people coming in the regular times, like buying what they usually buy. It's not necessarily the people who buy in bulk. Don't want to come like. It's gotten somewhat back to normal.
Yeah. The Jewel-Osco that we go to, we're going to be going tomorrow, but the last time that we went, like the stocks were pretty much like at their normal levels. Like there were still some sections, like the meat section was pretty low, but it's like for the most part, like the toilet paper is back like almost fully like it is normally. And so I feel like people are, like you said, just going back to their normal ways, which is good. You know, no more like, oh my God, I need to get every single gallon of milk in there, and nothing like that.
Yeah, that's good. I've done CrossFit for 2 weeks now. 2 weeks.
2 weeks in a row. Hey, congratulations.
Yeah. And then hopefully I might leave. Last week I did Wednesday in the afternoon class. Because that's when I would go with my other friend. Oh, the friends I met in the first place. And we're all around the same age, so it worked out. And like.
And they're back too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the most part, I think we're missing one, but I'm not sure where she went. But it's a mystery.
They don't want to do the 5 a.m., 6 a.m. classes with you?
No. They prefer. One of them was a teacher, and she said there wasn't an early enough class for her to like be in her class by 7 or like on her way to work by 7.
Mm,
Because early was 5:30. That what you get out 6:20, get home around 6:30. You got half an hour to get ready and everything.
yeah.
And even like I feel like I could pull it off, but that I'm a guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just when you're a teacher, you have to be in front of people all day and everything. It's like, eh.
that's
I
that's
feel
the
like just
beauty.
unneeded stress added on to her life if she tried to throw that in there.
That's the beauty of like working for family business. Like I look like a mess most of the time. For
And you're with
mostly
your
my hair.
family. You're with your
Mostly my hair.
family, so what are they gonna
Like,
do?
people just look at me weird. I'm like, I got things to do. I'm not really worried about my looks. As long as I get my things like that I need to accomplish in the business, I'm good.
Hmm.
And I'm polite to the customers. Like, I just get like serious because my hair. Okay, I got gel pomade. How do you pronounce it? Pomade.
I have no idea what you're
Okay,
talking about.
hair gel. It
Hairstyle stuff. Yep.
it works in the morning, right? But then like throughout the day, especially with the mask, you start sweating, so it comes
Mm.
off. And then by the end of the day, with long hair, I'm just like a porcupine. Hair is like going all over the place. And so people just look at me. And I remember telling this one lady, I was like, I don't know how you girls do it. Like, how do you maintain your hairstyle for so long and not just get like want to like shave it off? It's like, well, we try to put some like a hair gel or something on it to like make it stay put. And like at the moment, it was the end of the day. My head was
And your
so
hair is
full.
just roof.
Oh yeah, that would help. But I would have to like put it in the morning and then put some more in the afternoon.
Mm.
And that's apparently during the summertime, especially with girls with curly hair, they need a lot of product to make sure their hair looks nice. And yeah, it does not look like a porcupine.
See, I don't have this problem with my short hair. Don't really have to worry about that too
I want to
much.
do like that. I want to like literally. That's what I'm going for next. Like
Yeah,
literally,
it's nice.
buzz cut. And where you could wake up and people would not know that you just woke up and got out of bed.
Yeah.
Unlike my hair, where you actually have to like brush it because I would start off like a porcupine. At least I'll start off the day with like a slick, nice look, tamed look. After that, oh, we just go. Psh.
Yeah, my hair is terrible because I have a very bad colic in the back, and so I always have to put gel in my hair or else my colic will like go like a little hand back there or something, and so I always have to do something with it, no matter what the length is. It's very annoying. And every time I go get my haircut, they're like, "Wow, you've got a colic." It's like, "Yeah, I know. Thanks. It's been 25 years of my life that I know I've had this."
What do you call it?
A colic?
Like, okay, yeah, I never heard that.
Some people call them cowlicks, though.
Oh. Huh.
Cowlick because it looks like a cow licked the back of your hair and then just kind of goes everywhere. That's a thing.
We had a customer come in today. He's very friendly. He saw a lady checking out, and he goes, "Congratulations!" And she's like, "For what?" And he goes, like motioning the belly's round, and the lady goes, "Oh no, I'm not pregnant."
Awkward.
Yeah, the guy's like, "Oh no, I'm so sorry." But luckily, the lady just gave birth. Apparently the baby's a couple months old, so she still has the
Ooh.
belly form. Yeah, so it's a lot helpful than just calling somebody fat.
Well,
She
he
still
still
has.
kind of did.
Yeah,
But he was only a couple months off.
yeah. He's like, luckily she wasn't too offended by it. She was like, "Yeah, it's cool. Like I gave birth. I won't get offended by it. I'm cool with it." And we're like, "Oh." And the guy was like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry."
Put me in the parking lot where I can go and beat you up.
He even apologized to me because I guess um, she was speaking Spanish, so she was like, "I'm so sorry for that. I didn't mean to do that." And he's like, "No, it's okay. She said it was okay. She just gave birth too." And then when he heard that, he's like, he
That's
just
what
went,
you never say anything like that. Like the best case scenarios are like, "Oh, thanks." Like, but then that could happen, and then you're that person.
"Yeah." So that I feel like we've talked about it before. Don't tell a girl congratulations on the pregnancy unless she
You
said
know,
something.
yeah, or you know for a fact.
Ah. Yeah. What was
And
it?
this has been Words of Wisdom by Angel and Sawyer.
That was one. I was like, when that happened, I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be good to talk about in the podcast.
Yeah, write that down. Thanks for giving us some material.
Literally, okay. All my interactions with customers, I'm like, can this be used for a TikTok or can this be used for the podcast? Because like my life is a story. It's either that or CrossFit. In which
Yeah.
now I'm finally getting out at 7 from work to like edit or like do some other things other than be at the store. And we
Mm.
got another worker, a helper, who basically is helping my sister out so I won't have to be there to
Oh,
close.
nice.
And I'm trying to go to sleep by 9 to make it for my 5:30 a.m. classes. Because I couldn't handle just getting like 6 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
You're always like on edge. I'm like, I know I should have slept more.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And too, like if you plan on falling asleep at 9, most likely you're gonna be falling asleep at like 9:15, 9:30, just because you're scrolling through like TikTok or Facebook or something like that. But as long as you have like the goal of being in bed by 9, like I feel like that's putting yourself in a good spot too.
damn, that's basically it. Yeah, you're right. Like at the latest, I sleep at 10, and even at 10, that's still like 7 hours of sleep, 6.5,
Yeah.
which 7 is still good for me. I'm not too much on edge. 6 is still good, but 6 I knew I was on edge. I'm like, I know I should have slept.
Yeah.
But below 6 is no. I'm like yawning all day.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy what that one extra hour can do. Or what sometimes you feel like if you push the snooze button, what that can do too. I feel like the snooze is one or the other. It's either like you wake up and you feel refreshed, or you're like, why the heck did I do that? And you just like even more tired than if you would have just gotten up in the first place. That's why I try not to snooze anymore. Every once in a while I still do, but I'm like, as soon as it goes off, I'm like, okay, I'm up.
Uh, I usually try to leave like 15 minutes of like snoozing time.
That's what I used to do. I'm like, okay, I can snooze 3 times and then I'm good. So then I plan for that in the alarm.
How frequent are your snoozes?
5 minutes.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm like, mine are 50. I don't know. Do you select the snooze time or
You
is
can
it?
select the snooze time. So you have a 15-minute snooze interval. So you do one snooze for 15 minutes.
Yeah. And then,
Interesting.
yeah, because like, I don't know. This is my own thinking, nothing scientific about it. But I'm gonna make it sound like scientific. But there's no basic like foundation behind it. But my thought process is like 15 minutes, I'm getting out of my deep sleep. And then once I'm like 15 minutes out of my deep sleep, I'm fully awake.
It's actually so funny because we are 100% opposites in that. What I would used to do is I would set 2 alarms at night, 2 minutes apart from one another, so like 6:30, 6:32, and then so I would have one go off, I would snooze it, then the other one would go off in 2 minutes, I would snooze that one, then the first one would go off 3 minutes later after that, so I would snooze. So I would annoy myself to wake up, and you're over here like 15 minutes, and I'm coming out, and I'm just over here like just mashing the snooze button.
The only bad thing about that snoozing is like if you're like off 5 minutes or something, you're like, oh, and then you rush out the door. Hopefully you're not late. Like today, I was like 1 minute late. It wasn't too bad. So,
But people noticed. They're like,
yeah.
"What the heck, Angel?"
Yeah, literally, everybody was in their spot with mostly everybody with their things, and they're like, "Angel's here!" Like, hey. And since we're at COVID-19, you have to reserve your spot,
Yeah.
and it gets pretty packed in the AM. I don't know why I thought 5:30 a.m. class was gonna be like full of. You have at CrossFit, you have your legit CrossFitters who like dedicate a lot of their time to CrossFitters. You see them in mostly in the advertisement and whatnot, and then you have like the ones that just go to the gym like me.
Yeah. Yeah, or the people that are trying to change up their lifestyles or something like that.
I don't know why I thought the 5:30 a.m. class was gonna be like full of those models or like
The hardos.
yeah, the dedicated CrossFitters, like the legit CrossFitters, what you think of CrossFitters, but it was just like a couple of them here and there, but mostly people were just trying to work out.
Has your gym owner decided if he's going to keep the CrossFit name?
He hasn't said anything. They just posted last week. Oh, did I tell you this? He decided to retire The
Oh,
CEO,
really?
CEO of CrossFit decided to retire early.
Oh, the CEO. I thought you were talking about your gym owner. I'm like, oh, that's
No.
depressing. But
uh,
that's good because that guy needs to get out of the spotlight of that. I feel like it's just bad for the company if he stays in there.
they had an audio conference call, like recording of him, because everybody got uh upset about his Twitter, but then more audio came out saying conspiracy theories about whole Floyd situation,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it just got worse and worse for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's honestly the best thing probably the company could do to like save
Yeah.
face.
Yeah. Please just respectfully resign, step down. Because I
Yeah.
mean that the company itself, like all the branding and stuff that they go for, like they affect a lot of people. And so if one person who's had a checkered recent past, like can leave to make sure that those other people can do well, like that's kind of like the better move there. Because he's not going to be hurting for money or anything like that. Like he's probably set.
He's probably
So
still gonna get paid. And
yeah,
he's just stepping down as CEO. I'm guessing he probably has a
like a
lot of shares.
chairperson. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, I think I don't know how many hundreds of gyms disaffiliated because of the whole situation.
Yeah.
I remember last week it was like around 300, but that was like last week.
Yeah. And you said, was it Reebok too that stepped away from him?
Yeah, they cut their ties with them, and they've been together for 10 years. All
Yeah.
my all my shoes. I'm picking up a shoe now for the video. All my shoes are all CrossFit. United by Fitness. It has in the shoe Reebok.
Well, you got to throw them out now.
It's probably gonna be the last edition. I have 3 shoes of CrossFit shoes, and I'm like, I would not. They're the only shoe. I guess workout shoes. I'm okay spending more than $100 with.
Yeah.
Other shoes, I'm not okay with spending more than 100. Even formal shoes, I don't know why. I feel like it's too much money for unless it's like handmade or something. But like,
Yeah.
if it's from a big company, I know it did not cost me more than $100 to make that shoe. It cost them like $5.
I'm kind of the same way. It's like my shoes. If I buy a pair of shoes, like I will wear these shoes until like they are just torn apart.
Mm-hmm.
But when I buy a pair of shoes, it's usually like customized basketball shoes that I wear for like working out, like you said. And
Mm-hmm.
like then I'll spend like 120, 130 bucks on them just because they're customized and I know they're one of a kind for me.
Uh-huh.
But besides that, I'm like clearance section shoes. Okay, what can I find in here? 15 bucks? Oh, we'll think about it. Might be a little too much.
Yeah, I got some other shoes on sale as well. They're like 50, $60 Adidas shoes. And I was like, they're still probably making a profit off of this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Which is crazy. Like I'd be curious to know what the markup is. Because like even like the new like if a new pair of Jordans come out, like how much does it cost them to make that? And then they're selling those bad boys for upwards of like 180 for like a new pair of Jordans or something. Like
Uh-huh.
how much money they're making off of each pair. Because you know it's crazy.
Honestly, it's probably what, 10, $20 to make the shoe.
We know this. We were actually working in shoe factories growing up together. And this is where we remind you we're talking facts about things that we know nothing about. So don't fact check us. But no, I mean, especially like the places that do them in big factories too, like even cheaper than that.
Mm-hmm. My sister was actually did a report on sweatshops, and she had this whole phase of telling me not to buy Nike because they have sweatshops in China and they pay them horribly. She would always say,
Yeah.
and I was like, which companies don't have sweatshops? And then like she didn't know which ones, but she just knew Nike had one. Like I'm pretty sure all of them have like outsourced their work towards China or something. It's like it's business, sadly.
I just looked it up. It says maybe about $463 per pair to make.
Four to six.
$4.63.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's why I don't want to spend more than $100. And I love the new ads of like shoes or clothes. Have you realized that they added technology to most of the advertising marketing?
Like them like with heartbeats and stuff running with the shoes on, like that stuff. Because I see a lot of those, but that's mainly like Under Armour
uh-huh.
or something. What are you talking
Well,
about with your
that's like legit
technology?
technology, but like a new flex technology or new stretch technology, and you're like, they're not really talking about technology. You're just choosing like a different type of fabric,
Yeah.
but they make it sound like really cool. Like let's say my shorts, um, they added something about like stretching technology, and you're like, there's no technology in my shorts.
You mean spandex? Like
Yeah.
that type of stretch or elastic?
So that was what I've noticed in a couple years, and then myself would actually fall into that, and I'm like, that sounds so cool. I want to buy
Yeah.
it.
I'm gonna be like a robot.
Yeah.
Not even. Scientists were looking over this prototype, and now I have it.
It's like, yeah. It makes me want to buy it, but then I'm like, I notice myself falling into the trap of like, Angel, there's not new technology in it.
Hmm.
It's probably the same shoe.
Yeah, there
Oh.
there might be a little couple differences, but it's the same basic stuff.
I went to Reebok and like saw their CrossFit shoes and saw their other shoes and realized how similar they were. They all have like the general same theme for the
Hmm.
year, just a little extra here and there. But like,
And then the CrossFit name.
yeah. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I thought it was special.
Well, what about the prices? Were the prices pretty similar then, or did you see like
uh,
the CrossFit was a little bit more expensive?
it was a little bit more expensive. It was like 120
Yeah.
bucks. The other ones were like around 80, 100. And then I guess the clearance ones were like 60, 70, and which I thought was interesting.
Hmm.
Which, and then there's some shoe companies who start off with like, Noble will start off with like 120.
Hmm.
And I actually got one of those because they're also CrossFit brand.
Of course, of course. Give you some options.
But I didn't like it because the shoelace would apply too much pressure towards my like the top of my foot. And it
Also,
had
then you
like
had just have pressure on it. Are you just pushing down on you? Or
yep.
mhm.
With like a metal ring. You know how like the shoelaces have those holes in them? They
Yeah.
had metal or something on them as well. So it was just like I felt the metal
Hmm.
ring on top of my foot.
That would like that would just get annoying. That's kind of like if your sock is rolled a little bit on the bottom of your foot every time you step, you know it's there. I feel like that's the same, but that's on top.
Yep. And I was like, yeah. My foot's weird. Where like a certain spot on it that's like, yeah. I don't know. It hurts.
I'm big into the tongue of the shoe. Like
Mhm.
if the shoe has like a weird looking tongue, like I can't wear it. And I'm like, because like if it has to like go over my foot. If it's like a weird shape and then I can just feel how it's like just different on my foot compared to like the side of the shoe, then I'm like, I don't like it. And most shoes are fine, but it's like the weird like styles that try to be unique about it that I'm just like, no, too different. Don't like it. I'm not buying your shoe. Back off.
uh, have you ever gotten a squeaky shoe?
A squeaky shoe? Yes.
Yeah. What do you do with squeaky shoes?
Don't wear them. Regret the purchase. Keep it in the back of the closet. Is there a way to stop the squeak from a squeaky shoe? Or do you just have to wear it through?
There's like some articles I've read that like there's certain techniques that you can try, but like glue or something. Um, but other ones were like just return the shoe and they'll probably give you a new one.
Just return the shoe. You got a broken shoe.
Mhm.
There was a video that I saw. I think it was on Barstool's Snapchat, but it was of a teacher who had bought new shoes for the first day of school. And it was every time she walked, it sounded like it was a fart on each foot. She's like, I can't wear these to seventh grade. It's like, no, you can't. You can't wear farting shoes to a class of seventh graders.
That's what happened to my Adidas. They're squeaky, but I think they're only squeaky when you have water. Like it's like when you have water under them,
Mm.
and so that's when they start squeaking. Other than that, they're usually good. But I made a TikTok that I was like SpongeBob because I was squeaking.
I
Great
feel
sound
like
effect.
I feel like I'd be okay if like my gym shoes squeaked. Like, yeah, it would be very annoying. But when I'm at the gym, I usually have headphones in. So as long as I can't hear it, like I'm like, hey, it's your issue for people that can hear it if you don't like it. It's like if my work shoes, because I typically wear nicer shoes for work. If those were squeaky, then I'm like pass. And I do have a pair of that are like that I only wear on random occasions.
What's your dress code at work?
It's business casual. So usually it's like jeans with like a button down shirt, or if you can wear like a sweatshirt, and then some type of like nice-ish shoe. So I've got like I don't even know how to explain them. They're tie shoes, but they're like all brown or all tannish colored.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we talking about business formal or formal. Any update on your suits?
Oh yeah, so the groomsmen one, it should be getting delivered either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And so then after we make sure that we like the color combo and everything like that, then I'm gonna send out the link to everybody.
Boom.
And so we're going through no free ads, the Black Tux, which is a place where like everybody just puts in their own measurements and it's all at home. So you just put in your measurements onto this website and they send you a sample box. You try it on, make sure that it fits and everything. You send it back to them, and then 2 weeks before the wedding, they send you all the stuff. And so then you have it like that. And so like you don't have to go into a store, you don't have to try it on. Like don't have to like go into a store to try it on, I should say. Nothing like that. So it's very, very nice. And so Candace made an account so I could try on mine, and then I made an account so I could try on like the groomsmen stuff to make sure that we like how they'll work together.
Oh,
so
nice.
yeah, it's gonna end up working out pretty well.
It sounds like an up to like a modern day rental tux system.
Yeah, it was one of those things that like I've heard of them. I've heard of them before, and I was like, no, we're just gonna do it the normal way. And then coronavirus hit, and then we're like, okay, we kind of need to think of like different things to do, and we're like, this is convenient enough because it's completely free for them to send you the samples for everything. And so it's like you just make sure you like it all, and then it's pretty decently priced too. And so it's like, you know what? It's easy enough, so we'll go for them. And like we have a bunch of other people that have had weddings that have done the same thing, and so I feel like it's getting more popular to do it this way.
It's very convenient, especially if you have groomsmen all over the country.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Because like who knows where the nearest for like Candace's brother, my future brother-in-law that lives in California, compared to like Mark in Virginia and Chris in New York. Like everybody, if everybody has a men's warehouse around them, or kind of what that situation is too, so it kind of makes it easier that way.
Oh, guess how long ago the second biggest account? You know how there was Charlie was first, right? And then Lauren was like second. She's been there for a while. I think a third person. Have you heard of Addison Rae? Or no?
Yeah, I've heard of it. Aren't her and Charlie like friends or something like that? Yeah.
They're friends. They're both like topping. Yeah, they're like I think Addison is second or third.
Okay.
From like the TikTok stars. But guess when she made her account on TikTok?
10 months ago.
Probably right. Like 11 months ago. Yep, 11. She made it. She said she made it last July. She's already the second, like third biggest TikTok star in the world.
Hey, you just have to have those moves. For those just listening in podcast form, I hit the whoa, as the kids are calling it. No.
I have a preschool teacher in my CrossFit class, and she's like, "Are you going to do the what was it? Are you gonna do the stoop? Like the stoop?
The stoop? What the heck's the stoop?
And like you mean the shoot?
Oh.
Like, my kids say stoop. I'm like it's shoot. Like, are you sure? My kids are saying it that way. I'm like, you can Google it if you want.
Yeah.
And the next day it was like,
stoop, you're not gonna find anything except for a porch.
And the next day she comes in, it's like, did you figure it out? And she's like, yeah, I auto-corrected it to shoot. But I swear my kids say like stoop, and I'm like,
Well, they might, but they're completely wrong with what they're saying.
and she like try to imitate what their moves were, and yeah, I can't imitate them. But like the little when you move your hands out, up, and like downwards and outwards.
What?
So, yeah, I can't do it. But the kids try to do it, and I'm like, oh. Then she tried to do it, which was hilarious. I tried to do like have her do more dance moves, and it took me all the way until like last like 2 months ago for her to actually do the what is that dance move where like you move side to side, or like you move two of your hands to one side, move your hips.
Floss.
Flossing. There you
Yeah.
go. I tried to get her to do flossing, and it took me like half the year to get her to do the flossing. So I have videos of her of me asking her, "Are you gonna floss today?" And she's like, "No."
Oh, is she the blonde? Or
No.
maybe brown hair?
Brown hair, yeah.
Brown hair, yeah. I remember looking at your Snap stories, and every once in a while it'd be, "Are you gonna floss today? You gonna dance for us today?" And she'd just be like tying her shoe. No, Angel. No, Angel.
Like I enjoyed that. Like I'm gonna record all these, put them together, and then when you finally do it, it'll be like an aha moment. Like, ah. But she finally did it. We were at the bar, and yeah, she decided to floss, and I was like,
See, that's all it takes. Sometimes a little alcohol to get the confidence up. That's all you need.
she didn't even drink that much. She probably had like 1 or 2 beers. I don't know what got into her.
Hey, she's just in a dancing mood, okay? You know, don't be giving her a hard time.
Yeah, well, I'm so glad she did it because she's gonna end up going to Europe at the end of this summer, so she'll be done here. It's gonna be sad.
Oh, she's like leaving?
Yeah, she's gonna be teaching, I think English, or she's gonna teach a class in somewhere in Europe. I forgot what country she said.
Teaching English in England like that. They're good enough at English. Tell her to go somewhere else.
I don't know what country it is. I just know it's in Europe.
Yeah.
So it might not be England, but it's
England would be
somewhere
a cool place to go teach.
Yeah.
I mean, I know nothing about teaching in England, but all the TV shows that I see.
I got some TikTok friends who are in. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I remember making a TikTok, and I mentioned something about UK and Great Britain. Yeah. Which ones aren't they the same thing?
Yeah, they are. United Kingdom and Great Britain are the same thing.
Yeah. I made a TikTok making it obvious that I didn't know what I was talking about, and somebody mentioned, like, pointed it out. I was like, United Kingdom and Britain. Like, is it United Kingdom and
Great Britain?
Great Britain, like, are the same. Like,
I wonder, like, would that be similar to like America and then
United States,
USA, or something like that? I don't know. Or the state, maybe it would be the same as saying the States versus the United States of America, or maybe the States and America. I'm just trying to think of like what the comparable thing for the US would be.
United Kingdom, Great Britain. I don't know. But hopefully one day we'll have avid listeners who will call us out on all
and make fun of us.
Yeah.
That's what we need. We need some fact checkers to put us in our place.
You're stupid. No, it's not. It's the same. It's completely different. We're like, teach us your ways, and then we'll Google them and then see if they're true or not.
This is when we need an editor to every time we say something stupid, just be like, make some noise on it, just so everybody knows that we're wrong with what we're saying.
I also wondered, like, when I would listen to podcasts, like how the transition times were like fairly quick. Like there was no like dead sound. Because you know how, like when conversations you usually have like somewhat of like a pause, or like people just think about like what they're gonna say next. In most podcasts, I figured out like they're not always the same length. It's like they edit out the dead zones. They're like, oh, it's not that they're super quick on their feet.
They're just
Is
smooth. They're not that smooth. They just got a good editor.
Yeah. They're like, yeah. But then
That
there's
takes away
pros
the
and,
authenticity of it.
yeah, there's pros and cons to everything. Because then this would help us prepare definitely for in case for like a live show or whatnot if that ever happens.
Oh, it will. That is a great subject now, guys. Make sure to buy tickets. It's
Could you
the
imagine
post
that?
COVID-19 live show at Buffalo Wild Wings with us.
All our friends would be like, people are gonna pay money to watch you guys talk.
No, we paid them to say the whole time.
Yeah, we're actually gonna pay them so people think we have an audience, and then we'll go on to the next one. I'm good. Yeah.
So we had a friend get together this weekend where we all got together. We played different games. That was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
The Jackbox game and really just hanging out. There was Bad People, right? Was that the other one?
Yeah.
That was fun.
Well, yeah. He ended up spending. I don't know how much money he spent, but yeah, he spent on Zoom the professional one because Google Hangouts couldn't do the volume thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like me and Charlie got annoyed about the volume. It was loud. And Mark was like, "It's not that loud." I'm like, "Yes, it is loud." Yeah. Okay, then we're just gonna take off our headphones, and then we couldn't hear him. But all in all, it was good.
I felt bad because I feel like everybody was kind of getting tired at some point, but I'm like, no, Mark totally bought the game and everything. I was like, we can't just not play it a little bit at least.
Hey,
So got to
who
suck it up. Got to play it.
who was the first one to go out? Like after Josh
Um,
went out, like of like the group who stayed.
well, yeah.
Was
Wait, so John went out, then Josh went out next, and I think after Josh went out, we were all kind of just like, yeah, we need to end it. I think it was Charlie that started it. I think Charlie started by saying, "Hey, I have to get up at 7 tomorrow."
oh. Yeah, and I was like, after that, everyone's like, okay, me too. I jump on that.
Yeah, yeah. But I think Drew really wanted to just talk. I think Drew just wanted to talk with everybody and not so much play games, just to be like catch up. But
Uh, then, uh, I wonder what Mark's doing now because he's very social, so he would
yeah,
love the game.
I wonder when like Virginia's gonna start opening up again.
I think they started to somewhat,
Yeah.
especially with. Oh, we almost met his girlfriend.
Did she almost pop in?
Not that weekend. She said she
Oh.
was with her friend or with her sister. They hadn't visited each other since like the start of COVID-19, and once
Mm.
the state started opening a little bit back up, they went to visit each other.
Mm. That'd be tough not being able to see family for a really long time during all this.
Yeah, my grandpa's his heart's at 20%, and we're like, oh, so it's gonna be interesting. Hopefully, then my dad took him to the hospital today, and then we'll see what happens. But people are like scared to like visit him because of Corona. Because if he gets Corona, it's definitely bad news.
You got to be super careful. Well, hey, thoughts and prayers for him. Hopefully he stabilizes or gets better. I don't know what the right term would really be.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, Dad's not too happy about it. But
yeah,
luckily, that's how my parents convinced me to help them out because my dad wanted to visit him, our grandparents more instead of like spending all the time at the store. So he just like plugged me in, plugged himself out, out visit the grandpas. I like that. That kind of helps me out knowing like he actually spent more time with them at least during these 2 years. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And we got Father's Day coming up too.
When is Father's Day?
This weekend.
This weekend?
This
Oh
weekend.
my goodness! No way. What are you gonna get your dad?
I can't say. He listens to this. We've got an event planned. I can tell you about the event next podcast.
Okay.
Can set it up. But I got a gift that we have to buy off of Amazon and then the event. But Candace and I have it's a marriage retreat thing. So it's a bunch of different couples that are getting married coming up. It's like a mandatory thing that we have to do. And so I am not looking forward to this.
To the church or what?
Yeah.
Ah.
I am not looking forward to this whatsoever.
Are you guys both Catholic?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you? And this retreat is gonna be like over Zoom or something?
No, so it's in person.
Really?
Yeah. So there are two options. There's like an overnight retreat, which is what almost all of them are, and then there's a day retreat. And the overnight retreat's like $200, and then the day retreat's like $80. And so we got the day retreat. Like, if I don't have to spend the night with these people, like I'm not going to be spending the night with these people. And so it's by Purdue, and so we're going to be swinging by Purdue and stopping, probably grabbing food, and then coming, then going back to my house for Father's Day after that on Sunday. And so I don't really want to talk to people about my emotions, how my relationship is.
So the Ten Commandments for you.
Oh, they start asking me that. I'll be like, "Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt honor thy father and mother."
You went to Catholic high school, didn't you?
I went to a Catholic grade school and high school.
I remember your mom talking about
K through
that.
12.
I remember your mom talking about that. It was hilarious. Deb. For all those who don't know, Deb is an incredible person. Sawyer's mom.
Shut up, Mom.
Shut up, Mom. We need to hang out with Deb. Next week's podcast, Deb will be taking over Sawyer's role.
Yeah. And this is my last episode, guys. It will now be Angel and my mom.
Yes. And we meet Mark, Deb. Oh my goodness. I love your dad too. When we were all yelling, Deb, like me and Mark. Your dad's like, I'm just a husband over here.
Yeah.
And
I'm just hanging out.
And then Mark's like, we haven't forgot about you. I forgot how he said it. Mr. Easel or Mr. Yeah, he probably said Mr. Easel. Yeah, we haven't forgot about you, Mr. Easel. But Deb.
And nothing. There's no better feeling than when you're at a college bar on your campus and having all your friends chanting your parents' names.
It was awesome. He was funny. He's very funny. So next time we see, I'll probably be at the wedding.
Yeah.
Let's see them.
And
then I didn't ask Charlie. There's something along with like Mark and Sydney. Why we need to separate them two or something? I don't know what story it was.
Because Mark was flirting with Sydney. Sydney came over one time.
Did he not realize it was your sister?
No, he knew. And I'm not sure. I think Sydney was in a relationship or something, or maybe she was like in between. I don't know. It was interesting. No, she was totally still dating CJ, who's her husband now.
And was like Mark drunk or sober?
Oh yeah. It was after Breakfast Club and all day of just drinking.
That was funny though. Yeah. Have you thought about?
We're gonna pair him up for the wedding. I'm kidding.
Oh my goodness. Watch CJ. We'll see what happens. That'll be funny. Hopefully. Well, Mark will have his girlfriend around, so I don't think he's gonna do anything.
I think everybody's safe.
Yeah, everybody's safe for the wedding.
Good.
Everybody's with like the couples.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, it's weird. It's like everybody on Candace's, like on the bridal party on Candace's side, is in a relationship, and then on our side, it's you and Chad that aren't in a relationship, and so like you guys aren't gonna have anybody to flirt with.
Wait, McGowan, is he in a relationship?
Yep.
Charlie's in a relationship?
Oh, Charlie's not.
Ah, yes.
Charlie's married to the game.
He's married to the game. We got Charlie,
you, and Chad.
Yeah. Boom.
Oh no, I guess Drew's not in a relationship either.
Boom. Got 4.
My side needs to step it up. That's what I'm learning right now. Come on, guys.
We figured you'd be the first one to get married for sure out of the cool club. Because
Somebody had to bite the bullet.
well, you're older than Steven, and like the next up was like definitely Steven because he's also been in a long term relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So we see Steven there as well. And after that, it's like, dude, after that, we're all like,
Well, now Mark is creeping up there because he's living with his girlfriend and they have a dog. So that's got to be happening sometime soon.
I love it when he moved in with his girlfriend, and it was like, why is everybody making a big deal of like living with your girlfriend? Like, cause you're living with your girlfriend. Like that's a step before engagement. He's like, really? He's like, well, some people see it that way. Yeah.
And I think it was just funny how he still hadn't met her parents at that point.
Yeah.
Hey, every couple does it their own way. It's like you can't judge anything, but
Yeah, but then I haven't met her either, and I'm like, I want to meet her because they moved in together.
yeah,
like,
I guess I haven't met her either. I feel like I've talked to her through like a Snapchat or something, just like through Mark. But I know that's like not true. I feel like I've just seen his Snap stories and she's been on there, so I feel like I know her that way.
So it's an interesting way of like, I know you through Snap or Instagram, but like, I don't really know you.
But hi, I'm Sawyer.
You're that social that you actually can say hi. Most people just stay in that spot where like, I know you in Instagram and Snapchat, but I don't know you in real life. Wait, I've thought about a question of the day.
Oh, that's interesting. We haven't really talked about anything that would have a question of the day to it, have we?
When do you plan on getting married?
Yeah.
I love people's, especially when they're young, their idea of getting married and like what actually happens. I'm gonna get married by 25. I'm 26 right now.
Well, I didn't think that was going to be happening for me, and look where I am.
Did you envision yourself getting married at? Wait, you are gonna?
Yeah, no, I'll be a couple months before I turn 26.
Huh?
Yeah.
So you'll be 25, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm not sure when my parents got like. I know they got. I think they got like legally married in probably. I think around their 20s, like young, like either 20 or like 19. They literally. This is my parents' marriage story, legally. They got married with the church years later, like when we were in high school. But legally, they went to the courthouse. Were asking how to get married legally, and I think a judge must have answered their question. It was like, you could do it now if you want. Like they looked at each other and was like,
All right.
yeah, let's do it now.
Whoa, you got plans this afternoon? No, not really. All right, let's do it.
And they agreed on it. I always question whether that's true or not, but that's what they said. So I'm asking them again, see if it ties up or not.
Just every couple of years, just ask them just to make sure it's the same story.
So that's how they got married, and then they didn't get. It was no big celebration. When they got married by the church, it was a big celebration. My sister and I, we were both in high school. Well, she was in college, I was in high school, and they invited the whole family over. My mom was like, "I'm still gonna wear a white dress." Because you know how like white dress means purity, means like you're still a virgin. Check kids, clearly not a virgin.
Hey, Virgin Mary, okay? You never know what could happen.
So she's like, of course I'm gonna wear a white dress. So we were just like poking holes at her. I guess because of that timeline of my parents, I always had that like on the back of my head. But then, my parents had at least 2 kids by age 26. Clearly not gonna happen. So well, there goes that. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I never really thought about it on my end. I was kind of always just like, when it happens, it'll happen. But I don't know. I never really put too much pressure on myself either way for it too. It was kind of just like when the timing's right, the timing's right.
My uncles are now at the point where like, we want to make your mom a grandma, and like my sister's 30, and they're like, we think we lost hope with your sister, so now we're going with you. I'm like, damn.
Whoa! Oh!
My family's that like jokingly about it and open about it. We're just like, oh, and my sister's like, yeah, go with him because
Stop the pressure.
yeah, my sister's gonna call you out on like whatever way she does it with my uncles, and I'm just like the more passive one. I'm like, ha 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 ha. Funny joke, uncle. Very funny.
Oh, you goofballs.
My sister was like, I don't have to like I don't have no time for this. I'll do it when I want to. Like, yeah. All right. So question of the day.
When are you getting married?
When do you plan on getting married in your head? And no, it may change. Probably it's not going to go according to your plan, by the way.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that are out of your control.
Out of control. Like, when do you meet the one? When do you meet? Yeah, shut up.
Yep.
The second time you meet the one, divorce. I'm gonna shut up.
Whoa!
Yeah. We're gonna move on. Okay. When do you plan on getting married for the first time?
October 17th, 2020.
And mine is TBD. To be determined.
I like it.
Boom.
But everybody, let us know what your special dates are in the comment section. And as always, we appreciate you taking the time out of your Tuesdays or whenever you're listening to this. Whenever you are listening to us to listen to us, we really appreciate it. As always, don't forget to check on us. Wow, I can't talk today. To check us out over here, Angel's YouTube channel at Angel Corrado 2 to see our beautiful faces. If you are listening to us on any of the podcast platforms, leave a like, leave a favorite, support us any way that you can. It is greatly appreciated. Any feedback that you guys have, talkmentuesday@gmail.com. Shoot that over there, and we will make sure to look at all of that and really do whatever you guys suggest to just improve the podcast from here on out. But as always, like I said before, thank you so much for taking the time. Your support means the world to us as we're opening up the U.S. Continue to stay safe, social distance, all that good stuff. And we look forward to talking with you guys next week on Father's Day. So, again, enjoy the rest of your week. Stay safe and peace.
Bye, guys.